It's nearly National Donut Day, and our guys Justin and John couldn't wait any longer to celebrate the big day.
Let's get back out there right now to John Martin hanging out this morning. John, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Craig. Good morning, Allison. Look, I'm with the Major Richard Larson from the Salvation Army, and we're going to have a history lesson.
Sure.
I love history. Allison hates history. We had a quiz when we came home on the interstate the other day. Oh, look, we took her out of boxes. Now she can't defend herself. She's terrible at history lessons. Anyway, but let's talk about the history of National Donut Day while our own Justin Chambers gets down and dirty with the center fitters that you made. The Fox 21 center fitters, how are they? Bueno, muy bueno. So, 1938.
1938 in Chicago, National Donut Day kind of got its kickoff. It was a fundraiser for the Salvation Army, celebrating what really happened in World War I and in the fields of Europe and France, where lassies came along. Salvation Army women had groups of like 4, and they made donuts to kind of like cheer people up.
Right.
And that's exactly what Amy's Donuts does. They cheer people up. And that's what it's all about. Making people happy, making them feel good, and trying to raise a little money for the Salvation Army through our children's programs and the other services that we do.
Absolutely, yeah. The World War I was all about barbed wire fencing. I think there was more,
and trenches.
And trenches and barbed wire fencing. And so those women would run up and down those trenches and give donuts to the soldiers. And then it was fantastic, especially in 1938 when there weren't a whole lot of like women's rights and all that kind of stuff, that the Salvation, they would be honored for what they did.
Yeah, they got honored for what they did because people got used to those donuts in the trenches, and now they wanted them when they got home.
Yeah.
And so that's how donuts really started in America. And it is a good way to tell somebody you like them. Bring them a dozen donuts. Amy's would be lovely place to do.
Yeah, so and they're taking special orders. We'll circle back to that later. But we also want to tell you a little bit of the good stuff that Amy's Donuts is doing for the Salvation Army. I got to read my cheat sheet that Chin and Amy produced for me. The portion of the proceeds will go to the Salvation's children's program in both Colorado Springs and Pueblo. And what does that really do for the kids here in the Pikes Peak region and further south in Pueblo?
You know, we both have day camps going on right now, and the money that comes in is really beneficial for those because a lot of times we end up giving scholarships to some of those kids. And so that money comes in, it goes right to the benefit of kids. And we really are trying to build character in these kids. And so part of giving them a donut is not really a bad idea in this case.
Yeah, I think it gets them a little bit of extra zip to get out there and do some laps, jumping jacks, whatever they're doing these days. Also, they're donating donuts to the Salvation Army. RJ's Montgomery Center Shelter, they'll feed around 200 people. And they're donating donuts to the Salvation Army Outreach Center. They'll feed 75 to 100 people in Pueblo. So they're really getting involved, and that's what we talked to Amy earlier. They're really involved in this community, just like you guys are. And it's great to see you two coming together and celebrating National Donut Day. A day early. And getting that outreach to the community. Anything else you want to say about what Amy's Donuts are doing, or y'all trying to do here in the Pikes Peak region?
We just want to make people aware really what's going on. And being a part of our community, just like Amy's Donuts is, it makes a difference in families' lives. At our RJ Montgomery Center, it's a 200-bed shelter. We have children and families there. I think last week I checked, we had 23 families there, over 30-something children. And Amy's Donuts is trying to make a difference in that. And the people can also do that. You know how? By volunteering and giving.
Dig it. That's the Major. I'm John, Private John Martin, donut eater, reporting for duty, celebrating National Donut Day a day early here at our favorite Amy's Donuts. Guys, we'll toss it back to you. Allison, I'm sorry you couldn't defend yourself. Now we're out of time, so you can't even make an argument. I'm sorry. But if you can name, again, the 4 capitals. State capitals named after presidents. Without Googling it, I take it all back.
Had a long day, but anyway, to make up for that, you had to bring back donuts, okay?
Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
In all fairness, John, she knows her history all the way back to like 1988. She knows what's going
that's
on.
true. And that was what, like 16 years before you were born? Is that right, Allison?
I studied hard in school. I know my history.
I know. I tease because I care.
Thanks, John.
Okay.